So in this quick video, what I will be showing you is basically how you can generate, content for cookbook in a very legit way. Are you getting my point now? Now, with this method, all right, you will stop relying on the content generated by AI tools. I know we have a lot of AI tools out there, and all these AI tools were actually meant to reduce, the stress why for in generating content. So, but when it comes to cookbook, and especially if you're a book publisher on Amazon, if you're an independent publisher, if you're publishing in the cookbook niche, if you're publishing a travel guide, you want to make sure that the informations you're dishing out, they are up to date, and they're actually, these are accurate informations, right? Yeah, you don't want to mislead people, and at the same time, you don't want to rely on the content generated basically by just any AI tools. Okay, so we soon get started, right? And also, I urge you to watch to the very end, because at the end of this video, I will be showing you how you can insert a planner in your Google Docs. All right, I will be showing you how you can insert a planner in your Google Docs. And also, I have an offer for you which you don't want to miss any part of this video, because you don't know where I'm going to announce my offer. All right, so before we get started, if this is your first time, don't forget to like and share this video. All right, and you also want to consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you can get notified in my subsequent videos. So let's get started. Now, the first thing I'll be doing is I'll be making use of YouTube for this class. I'll be making use of YouTube, and I will also be making use of the artificial intelligence tools. In this case, I'll be using ChatGPT. Right, we have Google Bard, we have ChatGPT, we have a lot of them that you can actually make use of. We have the playground and so many AI tools. But I think when you're talking about at least being accurate, about 85% accuracy, I think I can still go with ChatGPT. And most times I do make use of Google Bard for like to analyze my content, right? But we might not be able to touch all those aspects, all right? So that is it. Now, the first thing you want to do is, like I said, this is basically how I used to generate content for my cookbooks to avoid problems. Are you getting my point now? You know, for instance, if you're writing a cookbook, anti-inflammatory diet cookbook for dogs, in this case, you want to generate dog recipes, right? Recipes whereby the dog owners, they can actually prepare and give to their dogs. Note that recipe does not stop inflammation or does not provide sorry, but it's like contributes to the well-being. It reduces inflammation if you're writing on inflammation. If you're writing on cancer, these are food that helps to reduce. Are you getting the point now? So that is why if you're storming the cookbook niche, you really need to be careful. You need to be very, very careful, because when you give out inaccurate information because you want to make money from that niche, you will get a breakfast message saved by Amazon. So you want to avoid all of those things. So the first thing you want to do is, now I'm assuming this is my own book, right? Now the first thing I have to do is I will go on GPT. This is it. If my topic is, if the book I want to work on is anti-inflammatory diet recipe, or let me just go straight, diet cookbook, right? Diet cookbook for beginners. Anti-inflammatory diet cookbook for beginners. So this is my book title, right? This is my book title. And I want to generate recipes for anti-inflammatory diet cookbook for beginners. You can write for seniors. Like my recent book, I wrote for seniors, because yeah, that is me tailoring and niching down to seniors. Do you get? Before the market is well saturated, I know my book should be leading in that niche. Now, anti-inflammatory diet cookbook for beginners. Let's generate recipes. Now, how do I generate recipes? If this is my title, all I need to do is just to give GPT a prompt. I will now say generate, right? Generate. Now, this is another thing a lot of you don't get to understand. Before writing on cookbook, you want to make sure that any book you're modeling, do the look inside. Are you getting my point now? That is why before you go on Amazon to write on any book, get yourself your writing materials. In the sense that you can't be typing everything on your notepad. There are some things you may want to write down that requires you cross-checking, fact-checking, you want to edit, you want to cancel some stuff. So before I get started writing my books, I will look inside the book and model it. You don't just write book based on your experience, based on your passion. It works better when you know it, when you're in a profitable niche and you're being passionate about it. That is, you know it very well. But at the end of the day, what I'm writing, because this niche is profitable and I know that I have passion for this niche. If you're a counselor, if you're a marriage counselor, and you want to just look for a profitable niche on Amazon and you make use of your passion, that's where you start leveraging your passion. Don't just write based on what you have passion for. Passion does not sell on Amazon. Do you get the point? Unless you're ready to spend money on ads for you to get noticed. Now, like I said, if you're modeling any book, let me do a quick one here. All right, so I will just switch to, I will make use of my Kiwi browser. Okay, let me just use my Kiwi browser. Now, I will open a new tab because I won't be making use of the incognito tab so that this video will not black out. So what I basically want to check is this. Now, the book I'm modeling, let me switch to Kindle Store first. Now, I want to model a book on anti-inflammatory diet cookbook for beginners. All right, now this result is over 1,000. Wow. So now I will go with the first book. So even in this very niche, can you see this niche is very, very profitable though, because we have about almost 30 bestsellers in this niche. So I'll just be leveraging one of these books, right? I'll click the first one. This is an assumption if this is the book I want to model, right? Now I want to look inside this book, and before you do all of these things, don't forget you need to get your writing materials so that with this point you'll be able to get, you want to know the order of arrangement, the breakfast, the lunch recipes, the seafoods, and most of, other sections there. So you just want to make sure you note them in your notebook. So I will just scroll down to the table of contents. Now, good. If this is the book I want to model, I know that the anti-inflammatory cookbook must have breakfast and brunch. You can see all the breakfast here, right? Now you can see we have another one here. We have poultry and meat. Scroll down. You see, we have different sections here. Okay, we have poultry and meat. Okay, so can you see that we have different sections under poultry and meat? That's where we have all these grilled chicken sandwiches, broccoli and chicken stir fry, gingered beef stir fry with peppers. So let's check for another section. We have fish and seafood. So if I were you, all I need to do is just to make sure that I note all of these recipes. That's why I said passion doesn't work on Amazon KDP. You need to model what is working. Yeah. You need to model what is working. Then let's check another one. You see, there's another section here to vegetarian meals. So you want to get all the recipes here. Now, if you're writing your own, you may not, it's not a must to get all of these things. Writing all of these. If I were you, I would just pick about just 10. That means under each section, the breakfast, the lunch, under vegetarian means I will just get 10 recipes here. I can go with these, and these. All right, until I get about 10 recipes here to make use of, which I'll be generating the ingredients and the instructions for each recipe. Now you scroll down. Also, we have another section here. We have the sauces and condiments, and also we have the dressings. All right, I hope you're following. Now, when you scroll down, we have smoothies here. So we have the mint juice with pineapple and cucumber, and we have so many sections here. So it is now left for you to model, right? If this book is about 270 something pages, here's another section which is the salad. And under salad, we have the millet salad with olives and cherries. We have the Mediterranean pasta salad. We have the bean roasted parsnip salad, we have the tropical salad, and so on. So this is why I said before you write on any book, it is very, very important to get yourself a notebook, right? So that's where you start listing. So imagine you want to, copy all of these things. When you have your writing materials, you'll be able to analyze, okay, I will just choose like 10 recipes which I will be generating the content, so that you won't just rely on what AI tools will be giving you. Because if you're writing, because this is what people will be eating. If you're giving them recipes for their dog, if anything happens to the dogs, they will come and tarnish your image, they will report you, and imagine you have thousands of bucks or hundreds of bucks in your account. Just say goodbye to that account, because definitely you caused it, because you did not verify the informations provided by you. So instead of you focusing on the making money aspect of it, I think you should focus on providing values, focus on giving them, verify informations. So that's why you need to go through all of these things. So I think I've been able to explain this part for you guys, and so now we can move on. Okay, so I'll just assume I've, copied all of these things, all these recipes, at least 10, all right, 10 recipes, each of these under each section rather. So we have 10 recipes, and I think under each section here we have about, at least, this is getting to like 50 recipes here, right? So, and you don't need to write up to 50 recipes for each section. 10 is okay. Now, once I'm done with that, I will now go back to GPT, right? I will say generate. Now that I have 10 recipes from each of the section, from breakfast, from lunch, all I need to do is very simple. In fact, in this case, for those of you that will not be making use of the first method, which is by going into the book you want to model, all you need to do is to use your GPT, right, or your any AI tool you're making use of. You say generate 10, right? Generate 10 anti-inflammatory breakfast recipes for beginners. Now, generate 10 anti-inflammatory breakfast recipes for beginners. Breakfast recipes for beginners. Just 10 anti-inflammatory, but the keyword here is breakfast, right? Now, I will now send this. So let's look out for the responses we got here. As you can see, we have the berry oatmeal bowl, we have the avocado toast with turmeric, we have the Greek yogurt parfait, we have the chia seed pudding, we have the spinach, we have the mushroom scramble, and see, so that was how you get the ideas for breakfast recipes. But instead of me, relying on the informations of, or should I call it the recipes generated by the AI tools, because this is what people will be eating. So I have to go with, real time informations whereby people have implemented and they have come back to give their testimonial. So I need to make use of those testimonies, right? So that is the best way to get this. So it's either you go with this second method. If you're done with this, all you need to do is to copy the same prompt, or if you don't want to copy, you can just edit this prompt and change it to launch, right? So that was how you keep on generating your recipes. So if I don't want to use generate to avoid probably the ingredients and instructions, I will just say list them. List 10 anti-inflammatory launch recipes for beginners. All right, so this is, listing it with the ingredients. So you can see we have the turmeric chickpea wraps, we have the salmon and avocado bowl. So it has actually generated all the 10 recipes for lunch. That is 10 anti-inflammatory lunch recipes for beginners. So this is how you go with the second method. So the first method is go to the book you're modeling, the best-selling book you're modeling, look inside the book, draft out the recipes there, right? Amazon does not have any issues with you by getting the same recipes, because basically it is still the same English, it is still the same name. So there's nothing, okay, just like if you want to publish a book, or if you want to teach people on how to make red oil beans and how to make just normal white beans, it is still the same beans. So there's no difference there. Are you getting my point now? So that is basically how you generate your recipes. So is it how you make use of this first method, or I mean the first method by looking inside your book to get an idea of how you want to structure your book, right? Or you actually just go ahead to leverage any of the artificial intelligence tool you're making use of. So that's the first one. We're done with generating our recipes, right? Now, this is my recipe, right? I'll be making use of the one generated by GPT since I can't, I don't have that time to start getting the content, the first method. But whenever I'm writing a book, I do go with the first method because someone has already published the book. All I need to do is just to, just to model what is already working. I don't have to stress myself thinking, okay, if this one is for lunch, this one is for breakfast. No, I will just model a book because for a book to be a best-selling book means that that book has delivered a lot. So now, the next thing I will just do is I'll be copying each of this recipe. I won't ask GPT to give me, but this is what a lot of us do. I mean, some of you guys, because I don't, it's obvious I don't do any of these things. By using the first method, writing out, I mean, the moment you're done drafting all the recipes, you will now take it on GPT to generate the instructions and the cooking, I mean, the ingredients and the cooking method, which is the same thing as the instructions. I wouldn't do that because, and I wouldn't be suggesting that to you. It's not the best way. Why? Because we have other legit means of generating instructions and instructions and ingredients, which is either you leverage any blogs that deals with recipe or you go to your YouTube. Now, there's this blog I'll be giving you guys. The name of the blog is allrecipes.com. All recipes, I think I have it here, allrecipes.com or allrecipes.com. So with this website, you can actually get a lot of recipes here. Yeah, you can get access to a lot of recipes. You can get their ingredients and their cooking method. All you need to do is just to leverage the search button here, right? So I'll just go back to GPT. I will copy the quinoa salad, right? So let's assume this is the one I want to start with, right? Which is actually the number one on the list. I will go to all recipes, see the search button here. So I will just search for this and let's see the result. Wow. So can you see this? And this thing is ranking 5 star. I will just click the first one. Of course, that's the recipe. Just click the first one, and as you can see, this recipe was actually updated on May 26th. So that means all the informations you'll be getting from this platform, they are pretty much accurate and up to date. Do you get the point now? Now, before you do anything, go to the reviews. Just click the reviews here, or you scroll down. You either click it here or you scroll down. So I'll just click the reviews. Guys, can you see this? This thing is having 4.8 out of 5 and 154 ratings, which means that the recipes are very, very good. The instructions are perfect. That is why I said you should be making use of real-time information. Why? Because a lot of people have come to this post to to give their different testimonies. Now, this one is made this tonight, and I'm a quinoa lover. This was amazing. My 17-year-old daughter ate the leftovers from me and told me I can take it to work. Wow, this is very beautiful. As recommended by others, I used, you see, so you have to go through the reviews, the comments. This is to tell you, and this one is, I think this was just last month, August 15. If someone made the same recipe last month and you're publishing your book this month, that means even in 10 years' time, so you're good to go. All right. Now, what if you find yourself in a situation whereby, before I go ahead, this is where you get the ingredients. All you need to do is just to scroll up so you can see the ingredients here. Just copy the ingredients. I'll just copy the ingredients. I'll copy these. Then you take it to your Google Docs, right? You know the recipe. You take it to your Google Docs and paste. Now this is the ingredients, right? Good. So we've gotten the ingredients for the quinoa salad. And I will just scroll down. This is the direction, which you can also call the cooking instructions. So I will paste this. So that's the direction. I will skip that ad and scroll down to check the number 2 of the instruction. This is the step 2. Now this is the step 2. So this is basically how it is always good to do it this way. It will definitely consume time, but you see, it is better to have something that even while you're asleep, you know that okay, I have a peace of mind that all my recipes are legit because there are a lot of reviews, which means that these recipes are good and I'm good to go with them. All right, I'm not against the fact that you can generate recipes using GPT, but all I'm after is generate something that is unique and it is real time. That is where I develop my interest. Now that's about that. Now the directions and the both steps. Now we've gotten that. Now I was saying something. I said, what if you find yourself in a situation whereby you come here to search for a recipe and you could not find the recipe? Now that was when you will leverage the second method, which is going to YouTube. So I'll still be making use of that same recipe. Assuming we could not find the recipe, so I'll just go on YouTube. I will click the search bar and I will just paste it. Oh, the recipe is quinoa salad. Quinoa salad. Okay, let me just go and copy it. Okay, let's copy the second one. If that site does not provide you the recipe, ingredients, and the cooking instructions, trust me, you're getting everything on YouTube. Everything on YouTube, you'll be getting it. So can you see this now? Now this one is short video, so you want to avoid short. We need a lengthy video. So this one is turmeric chickpea wraps, and I think that's exactly what we pasted on YouTube. Can you see the second recipe here? So I'll just go back to my YouTube. All right, so this is it. All right, and this woman actually made this video 2 years ago, so you're good to go. Even if it is 10 years ago, what you want to do is click this video. Good. Hi, welcome back to our... Now, once you click this video, go to the comment section. That's how you keep on, you want to check if these recipes are working. Trust me, before someone could come out on YouTube to make a video, means that person actually knows what they're doing. I mean, the person knows what he or she is doing, right? Now, as you can see, this home it's planned. This was even 10 months ago. Enjoyed watching your cooking video. You make plant-based life exciting. What did you end up eating with your wraps? Just beginning my journey of plant-based. So that means this recipe, you're good to go. All I need to do is just to come to the more section of it. I mean, the description of the video. There's one thing about these guys. Some of them, they have blogs, right? They have blogs. You can actually, they will just refer you to the blog. If you want to get the recipe, click this link. Now, for this YouTuber and this author, she provided the ingredients, right? She provided the ingredients, and because we cannot find the cooking instructions here, all you need to do is either you watch the video to get these cooking instructions step by step, or you skip this video, check the second video. All right, so you want to check the next video, chickpea wrap. This one is short. Just keep checking all the videos. So you want to check. All right, so let's check this very one, roasted chickpea wrap. This one has one cool. Our interest is check the description. All right, so this is the blog. So you click the link if the blog is still active. So you want to click the link. You see the blog is no longer active. Probably the domain and the hosting of the thing, they've expired. So you want to, this one is short. Short videos might not give you what you want, so I won't be making use of any short video. Most of the videos we have here, okay, you can see this chickpea wraps with garlic. Click this one. In most cases, if you come on YouTube and you don't find the direct one, definitely there must be related or similar recipe, right? Like something like this now, chickpea wraps with garlic sauce. You can actually make use of it. It's very, very simple. So that is it. Now, you can see this person now, full recipe here. So let's check the recipe. Can you see this person has a website where he or she has posted his or her recipes, the instructions and everything she used in that video. So you scroll down, you scroll down, you scroll down, you scroll down. Now you can see the key ingredients and cookware I used in the recipe. So you click each of these things to get their recipe, to get, to get their cooking instructions. Wow, is a man, to get the cooking instruction and the the ingredients. So, and we have the ingredients here, we also have the instructions here. So I will just copy these ingredients and the instructions right to my docs. So this way you're making use of verifiable content, informations that are legit. You're not just working based on assumption or what any AI is giving you, right? The only stress is that, and I think I preferred the stress instead of me generating food that someone will eat and I'll be relying on the content generated by AI. I don't know if you're getting my point, because I want my account to stay safe, and at the same time I don't want to give people poison, because you see, using real life content, real time content actually helps you, because your mind, even if you heard Amazon is terminating account, people are using AI, or Amazon is terminating account because a lot of shoppers, customers have been reporting people in the cookbook. It is because some of them are generating AI information. Don't forget that AI can make a lot of mistakes. AI is prone to make mistakes. They will repeat a lot of content and it may affect your work. So that is why it is always good, if you're in the cookbook niche and the travel guide niche, you want to take your time. You want to take your time. Other niches like psychology, business and money, relationship, marriage, they are good to go, because it is basically channeled to education. Do you get my point now? And AI is good at that. You get, for real, educated content. Educating content. So that's how you go about it. But whenever it comes to something that deals with health, life, food, please be careful whenever you're leveraging AI to generate your content. Very, very important. Unless you don't love your account. Most of the people that create calls, they won't tell you they do most of these things. Though not everyone actually knows about this, but that's why I'm taking out my time now to share this secret with you guys. So I think we've been able to leverage both the blog, the website, and also the YouTube. So with this, you're good to go. And how do you verify this recipe is working? Just check the comments. Check the comments. Always love your, can you see? Good comment. So there's no how you will, in as much these recipes are getting these profitable and good comments just by making the video, trust me, if you have the same thing in your book, there's no how you won't get good reviews, because someone has already done it. But the ones you're getting from artificial intelligence, there was no positive review, so you don't know. You are just getting those content based on assumption and like what an AI is actually giving you. I don't know if you're getting my point. So that is why making use of what is working, real-time information will help you. It is good to have 2 to 3 cookbooks in a month than to rush down to 100 cookbooks generating rubbish. People will eat these things. If anything happens to them, they will come back for your account. And all the get rich quick, you want to make money, at the end of the day, you will just lost everything, because you couldn't just figure out the best content for your books. Don't just joke with it. Cookbook niche is very profitable. Travel guides are very profitable, but be very, very careful. You don't want to generate content for travel guides. Someone who is supposed to travel to US, or someone who is about to travel to Canada, and all the content, they are very outdated. How would you feel if someone sell that to you? That is the same way you're going to feel if your book are being sold to your customers or to any shopper who come across your book. Are you getting the point now? So we can try something for travel guides, just for you to go on GPT, generate content. Though I've not really done much on travel guides, right? So if I've been able to cover a lot in the travel guide niche using this method, then I will come back and make a video. All right. And if you actually want me to make a video on travel guides, you can drop your comment using the comment section below. So I think we're good to go with the little we've been able to cover, and I think with this you're good to go. Right now, the next thing is this is not the next thing is you fact checking this content. I mean, checking for plagiarism. And all you need to do is just to only, you know, paraphrase the plagiarized section of your book. So I'll just use this tool. I make use of a small SEO tools. So I'll just paste my content here. Then I will just check the I'm not a robot. And the next thing is to check for plagiarism. Definitely, there will be plagiarized content. All you need to do is just to figure out the plagiarized section of your book and simply paraphrase them. It's as simple as ABC. So let's wait for this. Alright, so this is it. And as you can see, we only have just one of the content to fix here. I mean, can you see the 4 ounces here in the ingredient section? So that is why even with copying all of those things, we still have just one, only one to paraphrase, and we're good to go. So that is the benefits of you getting, I mean, content that you know even while you're asleep, and Amazon is busy terminating people's accounts because of, unverified content. You're safe. Do you get my point now? You're safe, 100% safe. So that's about that. We've been able to cover that. Now you've learned how to, you know, do research before you write on any cookbook, how you can get the best recipes and how you can get the ingredients and the directions, right? Now, this is it. There's something I just want to show you guys very quick. How do you bring in a meal planner? A lot of you have been having issues with having meal planner. Though I covered this in my book formatting class. So if you want to enroll, click the link in the description to learn how you can format your book properly and professionally. Good. So I will just go to my Canva now. I will switch to Canva. I'll just download the planner. I think I deleted the ones I did. So I'll just download my planner. I'll just download any planner. Yeah. Just download the meal planner from Canva. I won't be editing because I've already covered how you can manipulate your meal planner, and I'll just download all of this. So I'll just make use of one actually. Because I've actually covered how you can edit, manipulate your meal planner, bring it to your Google Docs. But for the sake of this video, all I need to do is just to screenshot this. Alright, so I'll just screenshot this meal planner. So if after generating content and I want to add this as a bonus, all I need to do is just to bring this meal planner here. So I'll use the plus button, the image from photos. I will just click the very first photos there. Okay, I'll go back to my downloads. Canva. Oh, sorry, I actually did screenshot. Yeah. Okay, since it's under my screenshots, I will just use any image, assuming that is my meal planner. So I'll bring this in. All right. So if this is your meal planner, as you can see, all you need to do is just to make sure that the meal planner is properly fixed under the bonus section, so that if you don't know how to add images on your Google Docs, that's basically how you can add an image to Google Docs. So for those of you that will be adding your meal planner, that's how to do it. But if you want to learn more on book formatting, you can click the link to join the masterclass. Here's an example of other books that you can actually go through. You can check this out. Okay, this is one of the books. So if you want to have your books formatted like this, as you can see, these very books, there are a lot of manipulations there, and I did all of these things using Google Docs, and I covered everything in the Google Docs book formatting, which you can actually leverage the same method even if you're using your Microsoft Word. All you need to do is just to get the knowledge, and as you can see, there's a transparent background behind all my text. For my Kindle version, as you can see, all of these, you want to format your books using AI generated images as well. How you can manipulate these images, as you can see, all of these things. So if this is what you also love to learn, you want to start format. Imagine if you've been making sales and your book are not well formatted as this. Trust me, how much more when you start formatting your books professionally. So if you don't want to miss out, click the link in the description to enroll and take the master class, the book formatting class, which is currently ongoing. When you scroll down, there's a section I want to show you guys. Okay, I don't have it. This is the Kindle version. Okay, yeah, I have it here. So as you can see, now before coming to the meal planner, which is the bonus section of my book, see the way I designed the bonus section separately, so unique and perfect. How was I able to achieve this? When you click the link, you're gonna be learning all of this. See the meal planner right in this very book, and that is how you can actually bring in all of these things. And why do you need planner and some of these things in your book? Because this is the season, especially if you don't know, if you're not really good at keyword research, if you're publishing low content books. Now, you know bring those low content books, embed them in your high content, and while designing your cover, just highlight it there as a bonus. This will help you to sell your books because you're not using one stone to kill two birds. Instead of you publishing, for instance, those who will be traveling or who will be publishing in the travel guide niche, as you're publishing a travel guide planner, all you need to do, instead of publishing the planner separately as a low content book, why don't you use it as a bonus in your book? Now, this bonus, this is the idea I'll be giving you guys, which I've already covered in the book formatting class. Now, you'll be learning how to create a YouTube channel to sell your books. Because if you look at the woman, I mean, the very first video we watched on how to make the quinoa salad, let's assume that woman is just recording or teaching us how to prepare just one of the recipes. And in the description, you see something like, to get my complete book on anti-inflammatory recipe cookbook, click the link and you will attach your Amazon KDP link. And how you'll be able to achieve all of these things, even if you don't own a blog, you'll be making use of Quora, everything will be covered when you click the link in the description. Now, the next thing you want to focus on is how you can actually do all of these things, and you'll be using your paperback to sell more of your books. I think currently my paperback is, I think, giving me the highest number of sales at the moment because there's a way I structure my book description and the content of my book, right? Okay. Now, how was I able to achieve this? Is simply because this meal planner will not be in your Kindle version. You will have it in your paperback version. Now, you will also be giving out a bonus, which I will teach you how to create that bonus in the book formatting class. Now, this bonus is simply, probably a niche. You don't even need to do plagiarism. You don't even need to do anything. Just get your content, because you won't be uploading this bonus on Amazon. You upload this bonus on one email marketing platform. This way, before they can get that bonus, they will have to come through you. And coming through you simply means that they are signing up, they are joining your email list. Joining your email list means that you can sell books to them in the future. So let's say you publish a new book, still in the cookbook, you can actually inform them. That is why it is always good to prepare yourself for all of these things. Before you get started publishing a book, think about the marketing aspect of it. Most of the guys ranking number one in new release, go and check most of them. 95% of them, they own a YouTube channel, they own blogs, they have Facebook audience, they have Quora audience. So that the moment they drop a book, they will just make a very big blog post or picking one of the recipes in their book and make a video on YouTube. And the next thing is to get the complete book, click the link below. That's how you basically sell other books. So you don't just publish books and expect Amazon to be doing the marketing. What have you been doing at your end as your own contribution to selling out your books on Amazon? So in the book formatting masterclass, how to create a YouTube channel, how to start publishing books, how to link your YouTube to your KDP, to your Quora account, even if you don't own a blogs, everything will be covered, all right? And how to manipulate your books content professionally. All right, so we've come to the end of this video. If you've gained a lot of values learning how you can now write your cookbooks, don't forget to like this video and don't forget to also hit the subscription button. And if you have any comments, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.